Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia. So this is Avdiivka Front. At the Avdiivka Front, Russian forces continue their Avdiivka offensive, but the Ukrainians have launched massive counterattack across the entire front line. So Ukrainian forces attacking at Novobamutivka towards Stepove, at BERDYCHI, Semenivka, ORLIVKA, TONENKE, at Vodian as well as Pervomaisky. Russian forces attack at BERDYCHI towards Semenivka, at ORLIVKA, at TONENKE, at Pervomaisky and Nevelsky. So if you look at this arrow system, you can see that there is a massive battle going on, and the Ukrainian forces seems to have successfully reinforced themselves. Like I mentioned, they need to hold the line. If not, it's going to get harder and harder for them because there is lesser entrenchment. So Ukrainian forces have basically reinforced greatly in this area here and managed to launch counter-attack with armored vehicles, and there is artillery being deployed in the Novoselivka, Persia and Novoprovsky line. And there is also geolocation confirming there was one hot visual of the Ukrainians getting destroyed, a gun, artillery gun, so confirming that the Ukrainians did indeed deploy artillery line around here to support their operations in this area here. Russian forces are not giving up yet, but there was a pretty disturbing footage coming out from the Russian side at BERDYCHI. This footage show a Russian attack. A mechanized vehicle basically dropped infantry into BERDYCHI, and then it left. But then it did not go far, and then it got destroyed. There's a dead soldier on the APC on this APC itself, and then after that, Bradley comes into the scene and wiped out the entire infantry squad that was entrenching themselves along the tree line. Basically, it's a turkey shoot because all these infantry do not actually have the appropriate anti-tank equipment to take out armored vehicles. So it's basically a tragedy. It's very hard to imagine, until this age we still, and this time of the conflict, that there is still commanders waiting to send troops out without fire support, especially with the Russians having equipment superiority. This is unimaginable. But knowing Russia, the commanders will not get punished. That's what it is. And another image or video footage shows a lot of dead Russian soldiers. This time around, this is on the eastern part of Stepove. They are all lying down next to a tank, and it's unclear what is the story behind it. Are they, clustering there and then got killed by some kind of maybe a HIMARS strike, a cluster munition strike, or could they be just dead soldiers being unloaded at that spot to be transported further away from the front line later? Is unclear. We do not know what is the circumstances. It is possible that these are just collected dead soldiers from the front because of the lack of equipment from this image, because it's a bit hard to tell if they are holding any rifles, and there's no such thing as a soldier without rifle so close to the front line. Basically, even their commanders carry rifles. So, we shall continue to monitor and see what this progress. Also, there is FPV drone attacks being reported on the eastern part of ORLIVKA, showing the Russian forces indeed is in this area here. They are trying to take this position. The Russian forces are not progressing towards Semenivka just yet, as they are raining fire. As this area the Ukrainians seems to have very strong lines around here. The Russian forces cannot push through, so they are landing fire on the Ukrainian forces at Semenivka and trying to push through BERDYCHI, which was eliminated. So the situation here proved that the Russian claims of capture is entirely premature, and it basically invalidates them and their claim, which means that the Russian sources that is giving information to Ryba, that source that gave information to Ryba is jumping ahead. They are basically claiming before they actually really capture the ground. So that's why we need to cover information from both sides, which is why, as I mentioned, the next day after the mention of the capture, I already informed you guys that Deep State UA entirely rejected the concept that the three towns are captured. So this is very good. So this is continuing what we have always followed. So we are never duped in that way. So as I did mention, during those days. These are only claimed by the Russian side. It was not acknowledged by the Ukrainian side just yet. Because of this, situation that's unfolding, and clearly shows that the Russians have no firm control over the 3 settlements. This icon has turned into a question mark, because this original claim of capture 3 days ago is now invalidated for now. And what else can I talk about over here? I believe that's all for this area here in the Avdiivka front.